I mean, I'm doing T2. It's the silent character. And there's an early shop if it ruins me. Which, like, yeah, is into a forced delete, but, like, it's T2 on the silent character. I'm not avoiding that. And if it's, like, Giga Strong, you can do this. Agony Malaise. Honestly, that's pretty decent. I'm gonna go here because, like, why not? Why give up the info? I mean, the main reason to give up the info is so you get your hallway slightly earlier. But, like, if we see nothing or, like, get really wrecked in these two floors, you can go to the shop. And this is, like, still fine as a path. We're probably doing two shops regardless. Uh, so we can triple defend. We can double defend Malaise right, which puts this to 9, weaken it to... 9 weakens to 6, right? Yeah, 9... I think I'm doing that. No, it's not 9, it's 11 weakens to thing. I'm very stupid there. But this is fine. It could have been more efficient there. But again, I don't think we're going to take any more this fight after taking that 4 turn 1. The -1 does actually improve rounding quite a bit in this. It's Guardian, right? This is the you get nothing, so you go to the shop type thing for T2. Because I really want to not click this Deadly Poison. Because it's bad into 2 out of the 3 elites, and, like, I want to do this 3 elite path. Or this 3 elite path. But if I can't, I don't think I can go left and take the elite before the shop unless I get something in this event. And this only does anything against Lagger, which is my worst elite at the moment, but, like, I need to solve all 3 of them right now, and I'd rather not make myself worse in the other 2. Okay. You can get 26 HP for giving up Agony. You can give up the Malaise, which I don't really want to do, or you can give up a Defend. You can't give up Strike here into Knob. I do like Agony, but I'm not sure I like Agony more than 26 HP. I think this Malaise is a lot. Like, if this is Slimbo, I give up... Fuck, I'm poor. Am I clicking this? I can't afford both of these, so no. Because you just buy leg sweep here. Leg sweep with Malaise is interesting with an elite forced. I can't buy it with power pot. I wonder if you're meant to buy one of these pots. This is a really hard shop. Can I buy this with a potion? Uh, this does stop me actually dying to... What's the thing? It does stop me dying to sentries from pretty much full. It doesn't necessarily mean that I don't, like... like, go to, like, 10 HP, but I think it does stop me dying to sentries. We do this, 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 this. I still don't have Knob and Lagger solved, but... Well, that helps. I think I'm going to play this and trade the 2 for 4 damage per turn. Just make the fight easier. We have 8 damage per turn, so we really don't need to, like, trade aggressively. The IB open up accuracy when you have, like... I mean, it's weird into Guardian. I really want to click this Sneaky or Acro. I suspect I'm clicking Sneaky because it's just, like, a thing. And then I'd be at and then it opens up an easier pick of Acro and Prep later. Power pot this fight over the lagger. The sneaky does help against the lagger. Ah. That AI is really good here. Like, really good. Just click this to strip one. Well, it doesn't even strip, does it? But it just blocks one. And it gets the card that I don't want out of my deck, so that's pretty useful, to be honest. Because all it is like artifact strip and block one. Don't know, I quite like this taking like 1 or 2 most turns in sentries thing. Just kill this anyway. We can always kill it next turn, but like, I don't really want those extra dazes. Yeah, like, this is why I didn't want extra dazes. It just makes turns like that slightly more likely, which is really my loss condition, or my take damaged condition. Ah, we have our damage solve. This is a says 15. This is pre-upgraded now. I want to click this backflip. There's no way I take Skewer. Skewer is less damage efficient than a strike now. And don't want to upgrade Skewer. I want to like get better upgrades than that. With these, I don't. Am I just upgrading accuracy for Lagger? I think I am. It's a little bit of a knob upgrade, but we're going to believe in this with the flex pot coming. Just trade that for attack pot. We might need to double pot if it's a like bad knob draw. I love it. Thank you. Okay, now we would just want to see Malaise this turn. Good. Don't play the Shiv yet, just shuffle one Shiv in, because we don't want to open there. We might not need to flex pot this fight with how this draw went. Because we have 10 damage a turn from the Shivs. This is, like, a giga huge sneaky strike. Our strikes are big, as are our Shivs. So, like, I don't know, 0 damage Lagger fight with my Shiv deck? Oh. Am I just greeding that Tactician with that? It's hella fucking greedy. Oh, you should just click Blade Dance. I will be sensible and reasonable and not do the nonsense thing. I will click and upgrade Blade Dance here. Give my front load because I've got the Giga Strong. Oh, I am removing though. The gold is good because it means you can get a common relic here, but like, oh, Knob is fake. I didn't realize Knob was fake. We're probably gonna pot here. About that. Yeah, I don't think we're playing this fight now. If we need to rest into Guardian, then I'm sad and bad at the game. Strip that. The Shiv kills this next turn. I suspect I do need to rest into Guardian, even though I'm playing a character that I want to believe doesn't need to. Second backflip, first blur. If I know footwork's in the next shop, I just click this blur. If I know after images and on sale is in the next shop, I've got a bandages. Surely I can click blur. I kind of want this, but this is getting in my deck. Take prep. We have a bandages. Can I upgrade this prep with bandages? I really want to disrespect this Guardian, but I have infinite blades and no block. I say no block relic. I've got this. I've got infinite blades. I've got bandages, malaise, and a blur, and like really efficient damage. And this just lets me cycle past my things and block an extra 3. Split. Just split here. Yeah. I think by resting, I need to be sensible this turn. I need to be sensible and respect that. Like, doing that is the respect I will give Guardian instead of the rest. Spend that potion. This definitely gets played. I want to delay the Infinite Blades until after this turn. Shuffle these strikes, that is fine. Trade? No. Why? We've also got this, like, dealing extra chip damage, so... Definitely don't need that played. It just kills itself. I will blur. I don't know if I should have just, like, done the extra defend there, but, like, you know, whatever. Defend. Defend. Back flip. Pass these. Play the ship. Yeah, imagine rest pecting this Guardian. Does it just kill itself anyway? Yeah, 0 damage. We did pot turn 1, but... adrenaline. I'm not pretending to think there. I want this wrist blade. But there's also kite bandages with a prep plus in my deck. You know what? I am actually going to do the thing of take a 2-minute break to nip to the loo and grab a cookie while I ponder this boss reward screen. Mm-hmm. There you go. There you go. Right, I'm back. I'm taking wrist blades. The main reason is this mummy hand. So, my assessment of good kites, and by good kites I mean above like 0.75 per turn, because obviously a perfect kite is 1, but you very rarely get a perfect kite unless you have a bottled tools of the trade, like bottled tools of the trade gambling chip type thing. But if we get those, we've won anyway. We've won this run if we find those. What energy does in discard decks, and this is with the full disclaimer if I don't really believe in archetypes on the silent character, is energy relics, and I'm including like all of them, not kite. They let you get your powers in play, and that's what Mummy Hand does. Mummy Hand means that your powers are just not awkward to play. And like we didn't take that tactician. We won't like necessarily go infinite or anything. But if we're gonna cheat energy and like be efficient, and bear in mind we don't actually need to like do much to be like efficient here. We've got a blur, a bandages, and a backflip. So there's so many ways to solve this run's like output in a way that doesn't need energy. So what we need is we need to be able to finish fights in ways and have efficiency. I want to actually farm in at 2. Like, this is saying you're dodging at 2, this is saying you're farming at 2, and I think this deck wants to farm here more. It also actually makes this upgrade viable, which isn't, like, massive, but, like, Wristblade and Mummy Hand is very much you can actually think about upgrading an Infinite Blade. I would like to try and do the Burning Elite here, if I can. I'm going to look at, like, best paths. I'm seeing it's on a path that's viable. 3 hallways, so 1 advanced. If this ends up being a hallway, I will probably go over here and take 2 events. My Altar Protection is I remove, but I would like to buy Remove Potion here. Unless I see, like, good pots on the way. So the assumption is you go through these, you're low enough that you need to rest here to fight these, and then you rest here and then you get an upgrade. Removal footwork, or like on sale AI, or like a good, really good common uncommon card is kind of what we're looking for in the shop. We're not really caring too much about relics because we have 2 of the most broken relics in the game. These 2 are insane. The other option is going up here and doing Fire Elite Fire. And if I could do at least one Elite afterwards, I would consider it. If I was sat on another 200 gold and this double shot was like 2 removes and a relic, I would probably do that. But I think with this, I'm going to go over here. And if we're like the Burning Elite is terrifying, we can do the 2 advanced hallways. But I think I'm going to try for that Burning Elite. Because one thing about when you get this sort of nonsense is you do actually want to try and build into... I want to spend 1 energy on this malaise, so I'm going to do this. But one thing about these is you want to try and open up like free pathing next act, so you know the value you're getting out of like shops and things. We're going to play this. Sure, we'll play this then. We'll play this because I don't really want to put that on defend. We'll play this because we're full over blocking here. And yeah, this was not the best of turns. Do I whale here is the question, and I think the answer is no because we're stripping anyway. So it's a good redraw for exactly next turn. But you're seeing what the Wristblade accuracy is doing. It's just killing things. We don't need Eviscerate. Straight up, if we are... Until I get another discard tool, it's entirely reliant on 1 prep. I would definitely take 2nd prep over Eviscerate. And I think I'm taking it over 2nd Infinite Blades. If I have, like, AI or Ornamental Fan, or ideally both, 2nd Infinite Blades is suddenly actually doing something. But, like, it's not a very good card generally. It's working for us because we have, like, the tools, we clicked it at the time we needed it, and it's doing the job I need. But, like, prep bandages is just too good, particularly when you're on 3 energy, even though it's, like, more like we've got an extra boss relic anyway. Just need some water quickly. Like, I've also already got the sneaky to be 15 damage per cycle as, like, 0 cost discard damage. And, like, 15v21 is not as big a difference as 12v21. The main reason I don't think I'm taking these. The main reason I generally like Eviscerate, even if I've already got a sneaky, is it's actually a 9 damage upgrade. But when it's a 6, that's not quite as good. The acro into backflip into you can eviscerate, but you can't into sneaky is also a thing. And this makes sneaky slightly better because sometimes this works much better with sneak than it does with this. I think I do value the not having these 2 removes. These are less damage than my strikes. The strike dummy is off-putting. If I were on 4 strikes, I'd probably click them even with the strike dummy and the kind of hoping I can go pseudo-infinite. But I think between the strike dummy, the mummy hand, the bandages, the max HP, yeah, I'm just not interested. Scary enemy? Honestly, not insanely scary. We've got our infinite blades and lays down. I will block the 8 for next turn. I mean, our ship kills anyway, right? Yeah. Though, Finisher is the most, but the main thing about Finisher is Finisher is a way to try and turn, like, Blade Dance or Infinite Blades into more damage, and we already have Accuracy Wrist Blade. It's just a brick that does the same thing as 2 things we've already got do. So this is, like, this is just a strike that this is just a strike being cheapened by Mummy Hand. Nothing here is better than what we've already got in our deck. Dodge and roll with no decks is just not worth it. I do want to try and, like, find ways to open this shop to be as good as it can. Backflip or prep or some other energy tool. This is one of the ones that can fuck us up, but honestly, just getting Blur turn 1 and having a Mummy Hand kind of really does mitigate quite how bad this could be. This blocks 5, this blocks way more than that. Is there any reason to do this? No. I'm just gonna, like, take the HP now, by the way. We have a not tiny chance at a pot here, so I think I just Survivor with that, and, like, we take 2. Blade Dance? Concentrate plus prep minus. I don't think I can take this prep. I would actually be if I saw expertise, I would probably be taking it and considering upgrading it at this spot. Certainly if I pick one of these, the expertise gets a lot better. And I'm vaguely pondering this concentrate just to open up the expertise and acro more. I think I'm going to take it because it's green, but it's very not good right now. We're going to the shop, by the way. What do you give me? This does basically nothing, so I'd rather blur this 19 to pretty much full block this turn. Well, we have full blocked this turn. Cool. I don't know, I like when Snake Plant does 12 to me, not 24. I don't know if anyone else shares that. Actually, I really like when it does 0 to me. I don't know if anyone else feels like that. The blur doesn't actually do anything, so I guess the strike did 1, but we're out of this fight. I don't know, walking into Snekker, chosen in an easy pool, then Snecko, and then Snake Plant, and getting away for 6 HP, 1 block pot across all 3. I'm not interested in second Blade Dance here. I am interested in Agony, and this is entirely because of Wrist Blade, and that it doesn't absorb the Mummy Hand, so it makes it easier to land the Mummy Hand on, like, other tools. I think I'm down for it, because it basically says 16 damage per cycle, with no other threat. I upgrade Prep here. I'm really hoping for a Reflex. That I don't think there's anything better. Gamble, Fumes. Well, those are cards. Tactician, I don't think I'm adding, having added the Concentrate. I would maybe consider a Tactician plus if it came to card, but I need Handfill. I don't need energy. This is enough energy. This plus Mummy Hand is enough energy. So I take this with the bandages, and I think am I taking Fumes or am I taking Remove? Fumes no upgrade is like weird, but we do have the Mummy Hand, and it functions as like artifact strip and stuff. I think I will click one, but I don't want to buy one, and then I remove a strike or a defend. Honestly, with the bandages being my block plan, no, I want this gamble upgraded with the bandages, so I don't want to buy a Fumes. Yeah, I don't want to buy a Fumes. I'm honestly thinking with the bandages and the strike dummy that defend remove is better than strike remove right now, just for like the front load damage for like upcoming slavers. What do you hit? Okay. I think I need to play this. Okay, what do you hit? You didn't hit this, which is kind of annoying. I guess I'm never playing this, right? I don't want to be frail next turn, so I'm just going to do that. I have accuracy in play. I don't have any powers in my draw. Save these. Okay. Okay, so we want to kill both, which is very easy to do. We take 12, which is kind of fine. We get a Giga Malaise here for if it does attack soon. But honestly, we just, like, draw anything good and we're kind of back out. Don't need that. Can we kill this? I think we can. So no pot used. 12 damage taken. That seems fine. That's a big potion. Still not interested in this sort of thing. Real? No. There's going to be a lot of things that we want to upgrade, and I'm very much thinking we're probably resting soon, so that's not at all real. This always goes onto the backflip, so I think I'm just doing that. I didn't find accuracy, so I'm going to do this. Okay, how much is this? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we float a shit ton of energy, but also I don't care. We got the Burning Slaver killed. And, like... I think I might just pot again. This is, like, one of the scariest fights left for a long while, so... Blood Vial now. A card. That is a card I wanted, and that's a card I want to upgrade. We really need Handfill here, so it's like this, is like one of the best upgrades we can do. Sure, strip. Play this. I do want to play that blur. Play blur. Play this onto this. Play this. Play this. Okay, don't care about that. Neutralize, we double blur. Double blur's surely better, right? Like, because this now means that we've just blocked into the 1x2 with frail, so ditch this. I don't want to redraw the... Yeah, that block mattered. We don't take these. Can I upgrade Acro and not die to these hallways? Surely. Surely. This is like a giga insanely good upgrade. I want to get rid of strikes, but I'm hoping to find what? A footwork, an AI, and a potion. There's a lot of things I want to find around here, so I think I'm ditching blur for now. That's fine. Would have liked to get a bit more done that turn, because she's always attacking here, but this is also just fine. Like... Ocean, this Wraith form is annoyingly good, and I really don't want to take it because it has bad vibes. But the thing is that what our current death condition is Automaton Hyper Beam and Heart Big Hit first cycle, and Wraith form solves both of those. Which is gross. I don't want it. I don't want it, and I don't want to want it. That accuracy does need to get played here. What if I play this, then this, then this? This is 28, goes to 56. No, this fight looks kind of comfy-ish from here, I think. Don't know about if anyone else thinks that. Play this, play that. Don't play the defend. Okay, slightly less comfy. But, you know, take one. Yeah, we can do this. I'll blur there. This blocks 6, this blocks 5. I think I am willing to do one of them. It did not matter. Terror. That's real. That is a real, like, damage thing. Are you upgrading Terror or Wraith form? Or Adrenaline, or Gamble? I'm upgrading Gamble. This is the only reason to upgrade Gamble over those two, by the way. This relic. Ever. This is a bad hand. If anyone wasn't aware. That is exactly what you don't want to draw turn 1. 4 basics, Survivor, Concentrate. Okay, that's fine. I do want my gamble back, but, like... We've got accuracy in play, so... This is probably where you Wraith Form. Because then that blocks this and the big hit. No, it doesn't block this and the big hit because I didn't upgrade it. So you don't Wraith Form. Okay. That's strip. Also, like, this is so silly. Now we Wraith Form. And bearing in mind, this is going to come in, and we're also going to get our Terror down vaguely soon, so, like... We really should not be struggling. Like, the moment you've got through that Hyper Beam, this fight should be pretty comfy. We need to do 41 damage with it having been meleeed. We have no dex. So yeah, this is the thing. You could potion to avoid this, but like, why? Because you just kill it this turn. Burst or another adrenaline? I imagine it's just adrenaline. This Snecko is unpickable. This is Dripper against Star. We're not desperate for energy, is the big thing. We're not at all desperate for energy. Like, we're already floating energy more turns than not. So, like, I'm actually thinking this Black Star is, like, quite real. Because we have free pathing. We have farming potions that we need to convert into farming. We have, like, two adrenalines and a mummy hand and a concentrate. And we're blocking with bandages, not defense. So this... But I think I, like, might want to, like, rest once at some point. And I think I just want relics. Like, if I see a kunai or... Okay. So, there's a there's a 4 elite path with an early shot. Which goes through some fires. Yeah, awesome. I can see this getting thrown in this fight. I want to try and save this for Repto. And just kill this one, mute this one. Okay, throw this, do this to see what we get. Good. I mean, we've blocked, so we could, like, melees here. I mean, we're taking one at the moment, but... The melees is, like, not insane in this fight. We just need the good things. Yeah, ditch this. I guess ditch that over this. I was really hoping that would hit Acro. Should have Adrenaline first there, actually, I think. Any attack? Cool. Deflect plus. I'm getting baited. I don't think I should be taking this, but I'm getting baited. If I see a reflex, this becomes insane. If I see a reflex footwork. But if I see a reflex footwork, I win anyway. All my deck is wanting to see reflex and footwork. Reflex in. Fumes, I still stand by. It's better than skip, but not better than like thing. Is there another shop? There's an optional shop. I think I just want to remove. Like, both my strikes and defense are really bad here. Take one event for faster. Oh, I'm down for a 25 gold red mask. That's based. I mean, this just, like, gets so much solved, but do I need it? Let's do it. It kills itself, so we do this. Blur, gamble. Perfect. Fumes v backflip be third prep. I don't want another prep. I want more hand fill, which the reflex is. I have 2 prep pluses and a gamble plus, which is enough of the like discarding tricks that are non-hand filly. Like this reflex is very easy to land. What I want is a well-laid plans. Yeah, now I want a well-laid plans and a footwork. Backflip is hand fill, but like if it came green or I have a footwork, it's probably worth it. I think I'm gonna take this as artifact strip. I am not the biggest fan of this draw. Maybe I ditch this and this. I'm looking at the Giga Malays here, by the way. Hold that? Like, why? Strip that. Oh, I wanted that accuracy. Okay, I'm stupid. Play this, it didn't land on acro, which is mildly unfortunate, but like... I think I can just play these until, like... this. I know I've got damage coming in from this as well, so... I want these to stop duping. This is basically killing as long as I survive this turn without taking real damage, so let's do that. Get in there, Stone Calendar. Gambler's Brew is probably the best one. Oh. Second Reflex, and this one's green. Right, I don't know what I want. This needs to go down and kill some things here. Am I killing minions? Am I using terror on a minion? No. Because this way, we take the chip, but they both kill themselves to this. I know there's wounds. I'm quite aware of that. Mute first. Damn it. That probably... Okay, no, it's not. Not when we draw like this. I want my accuracy down. Play this. This one... Okay, we get those dead. Play this. Play this. Gamble. We're going to blur here, by the way. What's my upgrade? Is it Terror or is it the other Reflex? Now we've found a Reflex Plus, it's probably the Terror. That needs to be able to be drawn without the Mummy and not be hit by Mummy Hand and just get played in times like that. Info. Kill one there. Do this, this, this. I want that dead without giving me a wound. I imagine people are seeing why I'm liking the... What's the word? Blur in a situation like this. This weakens this by another 2. Yeah, that's not good enough. Take 0. Pantograph, Whetstone. Do I want that expertise plus? That's pretty nice, to be honest. Those are the 2 that I want upgraded, so, you know. My deck is struggling with hand fill, but we've added 2 reflexes, and like that, like green, non-green, having seen acro double reflex, I am not taking non-green. I'm not upgrading it. Because we've got the concentrate, this is so borderline. I think we're upgrading reflex. We're upgrading Terror here, hoping to, and then with the plan to recall here, and hope we don't. And no, we shouldn't need to rest with Pantograph. We can recall here if like we need to rest here. I think this expertise is pretty good. We kind of need one more card that hand fills. I'd prefer an Acro Plus, but like this is what's being offered. And I think this Terror does make a difference. And then we're going to upgrade Wraith Form in Act 4 if we don't get to upgrade it. If we don't get to upgrade it in the Act. I don't need this blur here. I need that down. If we draw this into the reflex, we can discard something else and then discard the reflex with prep. Yep, cool. I want my acro before I play that. Force that onto the backflip. Not acro, accuracy. We play everything except the gamble and the expertise. Starting, I guess, doing this order. Anyone else a fan of turn 1 killing Giant Head? 77 damage shiv, by the way. Blur Plus is mildly interesting. We'll hit this and then decide. I don't know if I want a second Blur Plus. I want my current one to be green. The Survivor is notably better than the Defend because we are actually playing it. Whereas we're trying not to play our defense. And then the Adrenaline's pretty good. We don't need the Adrenaline. Like, this would have been the best, and then the second best would have been the Blur. But I think that's probably third and fourth. Maybe the Backflip v Survivor? That's pretty close. We have 2 reflexes, so, like... I don't know which of these 3 is the most important upgrade. We definitely don't need both Adrenalines green. We're not actually infinite, but, like, I don't know how close we are. How many real cards do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not going to count the acro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 on top of acros, preps, reflexes. I did count expertise. I didn't count acro, prep, reflex, concentrate. We're not infinite. Like, we can have turns where we're very, very close. The moment things add statuses, it makes it harder. The Blur Plus is good for the... It's good for the Slug of Evil. It's not really amazing in many other fights. It might be positive in Heart, but I'm not actually sure I'm more... I'm not sure I'm more worried about Heart than I am about the Spire Elites. I think I'm going to skip. Anchor's good. This, because I don't want it landing on this. I don't want it landing on this either. The burn is bad. This burning me is bad. If you weren't aware. This means it either goes on an energy generator or a card that's drawing for me. We've played accuracy. I think I'll ditch this for now. Play this. Didn't go on Blur, which is what I'm going to play there. Okay. Blade Dance. Sweet. Turn 1 the Nemesis. If we hadn't drawn Blade Dance, I would have considered this. Third Reflex. That's starting to feel silly. Leg Sweep might be good enough to just click anyway. Our only weak is Newton Malaise. We have Strip, though. We have Artifact Strip in the Fumes. I really want to skip it. Or take the third Reflex. But I think having added the Expertise, we don't take the third Reflex. Added this, no tools. Yeah, I think I'm skipping there. We recall here just to give flexibility at the last fire. This Black Star's paid off. Obviously, this was an event one. And one of them came from a chest, but... This is a bad hand. Let's backflip. His hand's got better. Don't play that. Remove that? I guess it can do something. No. I want to shuffle this acro and this sneaky in. We do this. Blur is getting played here, by the way. And we want to, like, lose cards. This is probably getting thrown in this fight. Don't need this. Don't need that. Possibly could have just killed there, to be honest. I might just full gamble here. Like, we might find Concentrate with these reflexes. No, I need to... This discuss... Yeah, fills back to 5. If you find Concentrate... Or I could just blur again. You know, we've not gained any wounds, so the whole one blur just changes like a lot of how these sorts of fights can go. Is actually really like a thing. When you've got the bandages doing this amount of block, just being able to retain it if you just don't line things up smoothly. That's a guaranteed upgrade next act. This is possibly 9, maybe 18 gold. Oh, I do take this acro over the second whale. I don't really want a second whale with having this for strip. And a malaise. I think I do want an acro, and now I want a tactician or second concentrate. I want one more energy chi, or a sundial, which is the worst of them, but still is one. This is full drawing, and then this can pop me up if I need. What did you hit? We clear hand space. Going at this one first. Don't want the infinite blades played right now. Yeah. This Wraith form being the 3 energy slime that I'm not even bothering to upgrade is like so a thing right here. Like, I wasn't just in a fuck this and this annoying card that I think is like unfun. It was also a like, if things go well, it is a bad card to have in my deck. Like is happening right now. Oh, I should discard this actually. Escape plan v skip. I'm not interested in another backflip. I have no decks. What proportion of my deck that is real is skills? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Over half of my deck before you even get rid of the... you count the terror and the powers going. So, yeah, that's... But we don't need block. We don't need the block. And we don't have an AI. It's just like time meter annoyance. These madnesses are very funny. They're kind of cute. I feel like they're a little bit too cute because they're not green. If they were green, they're a lot better. Because if they're green, we just go infinite on the spot with them. What if I take and upgrade them both? What are my other upgrades? We don't... The acros and expertise are all green. And if it hits any of those, or even my backflip, or even my blur, the only bad things for it to hit are like strike Wraithform. It's pretty much just strike and Wraithform. You know what? I'm down. We're going to upgrade one of them here before I upgrade the Wraithform. I don't care about the fumes. I'm not worried about my damage output. The fumes was literally there for artifact strip and vibes. And like here, do I want the fumes? Not really. It's probably not getting played in this fight. This one is getting played. Like, this gets played there. This forces onto this. This forces onto this. And now we should be basically infinite, I think. It's that. Play this. What's the bottom card? Newt. Don't need that. We can just do a 3 energy malaise right now. That's basically counteracted the powers that I needed to play. We might not be technically fully infinite here, but we're going to be close enough that I just, like, don't care about the difference. I want to shuffle the reflex in. I know I'm going to lose the prep here. I might blur again before I do it. I don't need this blur here, and then we can do this for some, like, big damage before I expertise. Do this to handfill, do this to empty the hand. I should try and manipulate my draw pile a bit here. That's just a good draw pile. There's 6 whiffs. 6 whiffs out of 13. And even then we've held blur. So I'm not going to piss about and, like, overcorrect. That was a pretty bad end of the draw, but also it's pretty hard to be really bad with this deck. What do I want in the shop? An on-sale tools the trade. A tincture. Another war paint. Like, actually, I do want another war paint. We can blur later, this fight. Oh, I probably should have tried to whale last turn. Oh well, done now. Should just do this now. Nice. Why? Why, Time Eater? Why? I don't like you. Or at least that hit the acro, not the blade dance. Blur, Madness. The worst of the two, but it's fine. We're gonna clock turn 1. We have Terror. I don't know whether we're playing it first cycle or second. I feel like we might be... It's better to play Malaise first cycle and Terror second. So we've blocked 19. This is already weak, so what if I just do Defend Malaise right now? Yeah, I think I'm down for that. Like, take nothing here. We'll play the first half slowly and then Whale reset. Whale reset and then Terror through the second, I think is where I'm at. So the plan is to not play Blade Dance's first cycle, really, I think. And to try and delay the acro. This is 27. What's the base? The base is 8/3. So it's going to go to 10/3 weakens. Oh no, 10/3 weak Velm. What's 10 weak Velm? 11. So will we block against 33, which is what we blocked? I don't need to, like, max my block, but I do want to preserve this as long as possible. Like, there's no way I'm, like, playing the Madness Slime and, like, pissing about with this or, like, throwing pots there. This is a bad draw. Definitely Adrenaline. I think we again double Slime. We need to try and strip things, but we're not using the Whale or the Wraithform or the Terror, which is part of the problem that we're having. That makes a big difference. Just gamble here. I don't need this Newt down right now. Okay, that's good. We hope... Can we clock? Oh, I can't clock. Wait, yes I can. This is 5. Right, can we get the Whale this turn? If we get the Whale this turn, we're just really good. Shiv, Blur, Whale, probably backflip, and then if we... Okay, yeah. We're gonna try and, like... We're gonna clock here, I think. Clock and do a big Blur. I think I probably do want that Wraithform in the shuffle. I guess we're actually just shuffling again, huh? And then we can Blur again. Right, so we've got 66 block double blurred going into this phase. We've still got a Terror, we've still got a Wraithform. We're clear of slimes? We're clear of slimes. This is just 5 and a lot of damage, so let's just do that. I would like to play Blur here, is what I would really like to play. Unless we, like, you know, kill. Which we're not that far off doing, so... GG. Good fight. Very happy with how that time AO fight went. This heals, like, we have 2 ways that we're healing. Reflex, Other Madness, Wraithform. Or the Blur. Probably the Other Madness, it just, like, saves a bit of annoyance hassle. But, like, we don't need the Reflex to be infinite. This doesn't pay off. The footwork kind of does do something. I don't want another Acro or another Madness. I can remove in footwork. That's 205. What if second Gambler's Brew, though? How good is this footwork, even? How good is footwork with Mummified Hand, where we're going to be... And Blur, when we're going to be making backflip? Cost 0 sometimes. Quite funny to actually be questioning this. Because this Gamble Brew is insane. This brew is like... This brew surely solves our lost condition better than the footwork. But Basically, the footwork should help mitigate beat a bit more. But what if just drawing better does that? Our Shiv's a 14 in Spire Elites. So this is 42 damage. Maybe like 60-ish with the things. Hello, Argent with an R. Yeah, I play both at the moment. I'm probably going to be doing more Spire 2 in June, but I think one is I still think one is like the more refined game right now. Because, you know, it's not early access. I'm not interested in third acro at all. This is footwork against Brew, and I think it's Brew. Like, we don't need Dex to block, we need this to block, which is currently doing 11, and that's like, with it having not really done much in early access, it did quite a lot, to be honest. This first? Yeah, now it's this. Concentrate these away. Play the accuracy, then play the madness, which will force it onto the acro. This might be just a good turn to Wraith form. You started Slay the Spire 1 in February, so you're still digging in deep. I hope you're enjoying it. Yeah, Silent is very much my best character, and like who I know how to do some silly nonsense things with. We have bricked here. This is where, like... Actually, we've not bricked, because we'll get to this. 12-card draw. Ditch this. The madness will be forced onto the acro here. So now I've got 2 green acros. I don't know about anyone else. Sorry, 2 green 0-cost acros. I don't know about anyone else, but I think 2 0-cost upgraded acros tends to be quite good for trying to, like, be infinite in a fight. Let's just delete this. It's bricking my draws. Completed A20 on the 3 main characters, now saying if you can stomach on Watcher. I mean, I'm not really a believer in, like, forcing infinite on Watcher, even though, like, I know that's, like, a bit of a popular thing. Like, I don't think you need to, and I also think it opens up a lot of, like, deaths in Act 2 that aren't necessary. Like, you should build to take it if it turns up, but... It's dead. Not quite yet. Can you give me a tincture, please? Right. Oddly Smooth Stone Hourglass. Honestly, this is way, way better than Footwork, because I don't need to play it. Not interested in any of these. All our deck is can we force the madness without taking too much beat? This madness will get preference, this. Get rid of these matters. I mean, bandages is one of the most insane relics in the game. It's this for now, I think. I do want to get rid of it, but, like, it's not necessary here. Okay, so we have backflip and an acro are our things. Right, there's our blur. We just play the Blade Dance and damage cap this turn and then end. This is more block. We're going to have to brew past the statuses, but, like, this is part of why I, like, double brewed. We're going to keep the Void, but get rid of the others, including the Shiv. Because what we just need is we need to... we can take 6 right now. Just to, like, get rid of the Void and... I think we can do a lot better with, like, keeping going here. I don't really think there's a need to melees. I want to shuffle the blur in. And I don't care about Blade Dancing yet this turn. Keep going. We're currently in the... We want to, like, strip some shit. And build up a bit with the blur. But this is a harder turn to build up with the blur than some others, because we've just got more statuses around and we're frail. I say this, you know, as if we're, like, having a real problem. Which we're not, so... We're not going to gamble again. Yeah, we just blur defend. Because, like, we didn't damage cap that turn, but we banked, like 80 block. Which I think is more important. Empty my hand, play expertise. Play this. Fill my hand. This is turn 3. I think I'm just going to play this Blade Dance here for 15 damage. For 60 damage. I want to blur again before I, like, keep doing other bits. This will fill my hand and I should get the concentrate. Do on this. This damage capped yet? Not quite. Well, now it is. Okay, so I should be manipulating my draw pile. Is this just good enough, to be honest? That's just good enough. It's going to take 5 turns, not 4. But that's fine. I probably could have just played the melees, to be honest. We, like, have 0 concerns about it. Discard these. No, do the smaller reflex. This is overfilling. Play the strike. Okay. Damage capped. That's a really good draw. I'll just get rid of this. We know we're gonna kill this turn, so like... GG. Yeah, Time Eater was the much harder fight than these, and like we got out of Time Eater like barely missing anything, let alone with the fact that the meal ticket. Like we didn't need the meal ticket heal. Yeah, the Wraith form played in like 3 times. Everything else was just being used for Mummy Hand or just to get it out of the deck. It was very much the 3 energy slimed in most of that run. Because we took it into Act 1, right? No, we took it in the middle of the Act 2. I want to look at the Wraith form pick. Yeah, 32 card infinite deck. Just take Wristblade into Blackstar and farm. Honestly, our last 5 relics were not amazing. Meal Ticket healed us 1 that we would have healed with the Blood Vial anyway. So this did nothing. 27 gold. Well, we left the shot. Oh, we left the shot with 21. Okay. So this did matter. This did matter. This was convenient. This did 15 damage. That's basically nothing. We damage capped every turn we had it. 1 turn the Spire Elite, 3 turn the Awakened one, and obviously you can't 1 turn it, so it's effectively like 1 turn lost. 5 turn the Heart. I probably could have just used the other Gambler's Brew and made sure to just 2 turn this, but like 4 turn this, but like I possibly could have perfected it. Time Eater taking 11 and dealing 6 is like not at all surprising to me. I think this is, but this I like play. I'm really happy with how I played this. Choosing to hold off the Terror, play the Malaise, and hold off the Terror and save my whale, while like playing the first phase slowly and trying to time the split with this into terroring and blowing up second cycle, and just basically being we're gonna take a fight where we've got all our powers down and we're just like against 240 HP and terror with no strength or 2 strength. And we did that and we took 6 damage all fight, which was I think turn 3 or something, turn 3 or 4. Yeah, I'm gonna look at this Wraith form again. So we weren't that near infinite here. We'd taken the concentrate and the we're kind of near infinite. You find Cage or Lab or Box and you're infinite. But kind of one of the big things about Wraith form in a lot of like infinite pseudo-infinite decks is that even aside from the 3 energy, which the Mummified Hand mitigates, like you can say it mitigates 2 of it quite typically. Is that the minus dex is actually a big problem in Time Eater for most, but because you can just like block with Mummified Hand, you really don't actually need your dex. So I think taking this on it, you don't find the things to send you infinite, is quite reasonable. I think you probably don't need to get to the 33 cards. I think like there's a couple of meddling things that like it's reasonable to take for if you don't see them, but Like, you buy this reflex, I think is correct, and then you see the reflex plus here, and I think you do take this. But, like, where did I take the expertise? Was it here? Yeah, I don't think I need this expertise having seen both reflexes. I think that's maybe a little sus. Because if you don't see